Welcome to Invest. We'll talk about investing, finance, and professional development. As of current time of 11:30 a.m. on Eastern Time, Ethereum contract $3,384, up about 2.67% so far. I just want to do a quick update on the market momentum to identify the risk profile of selective coins and also selective equity as well. So, with respect to, let's just dive into the technicals. On Ethereum, we are currently in between the level of 3,350 and the 3,472. We are still sustaining the bullish momentum. We are at the extremely overbought level of 75 out of 70 at the moment. But the curvature on the RSI is still sustaining a relatively prominent upward trend, so it's being supported by the MACD front. You could see that as we got to the 3,400, we kind of canceled out and subsequently sell back down from here, which was technically a incremental breather that we need, knowing the fact that we've been surging ever since the reversal that happened on March 14th. And we've been surging for basically about 2 weeks now, exactly 2 weeks, 14 days from now. So with respect to the next level of support that we need to get up to would be, not the support, the resistance would be 3472. At the moment right now, the support that we could get from would be the 3350. But with respect to the overall bot level, the market's already overreacted for quite some time. I mean, it makes sense why we've been selling off for quite some time now. And with respect to the pop of the balloon, which could see that this was basically when the war initialized between Ukraine and Russia, and the gains are already all given back straight up, right? So I would say in terms of the timing spectrum, we have definitely overreacted, and also combined with the FOMC meeting and the COVID affectation. But the surge up is too fast, right? So the risk when it's going on too fast, too quick, at the same time, in the same parallel, that shows an imbalance in the market dynamics. So a sell-off should technically be imminent, right? But remember, this is a lot of FOMO and a lot of euphoria being baked in. I'm not saying we're in the euphoric stage of the market cycle, but people are definitely chasing in because they believe that the bottom is here, the bottom is here. But has anything on the market dynamic changed at all so far? The war is still cultivating. The heights are still progressing. There's still lingering factors around the COVID. So reflect on yourselves. Like, is this I get why this is, because ultimately the game of investing is very much of a psychological / technical / fundamental, which is quantitative numbers you translate into the price level. In your gut feeling, do you think it makes sense to buy now? Right? That's your decision, right? But ultimately, what technical is telling us is right now is we basically trade on a premium, but still in a bullish momentum. So with respect to the time frame that we've had so far, is this too fast, too quick for you? And ultimately, you could buy now, right? If you buy now, but you just have to hold for long term, because knowing the fact that something that we've known together for quite some time, whatever goes up really, really fast, come down just as fast, right? And we've been going up really, really fast. So do we see us coming down, sharply coming? I think that's possible. Really highly possible, right? And I'm not being a bearish person, saying that it's gonna sell off because I want it to, because it's supposed to be, right? And I was saying we should be buying when we're at the lower bottom, right? But now it's the opposite. So I just have to be, I cannot be biased, right? I have to be, because ultimately I hold Ethereum too, and I would like for it to surge, but what benefits do I give, if I'm not being truthful? I'm trying to say. Bitcoin, same thing. We're surging up to the next level, and we are testing at the 48,000. The next level leap down, if we could come back down, would be the 44. The next level that we need to go up, keep going, would be the 53, right? The first level will get some resistance, will be around 50, but 50 is not real, right? Because 50 is a flat number. So 52 will be the next level of the resistance that we get up to. Dogecoin is up about 4.16%, anywhere from basically 11 to 1066. Right now, 70 out of 70, very overbought. Cardano, even more overbought at 121 right now. I prefer anywhere from I would not even touch this at $1 because it's still relatively overbought. I would touch this around 85 to 74 from here. Solana is a 111 right now, exactly at the resistance level, right? At the 69 out of 70. Very overbought as well. I would not touch this until we go back to below 85 to 75 from here. XRP up about 5.5%, 69 to 57, right where I would be buying at. Polkadot's up about 9% so far, anywhere from 16 all the way to $14. Algorand's up about 5%, or 4%, anywhere from basically 75 all the way to 67. Shiba Inu is surging right now, up about 12% so far, anywhere from 2100, 1400 to 900 from here. We are at the 67 out of 70, so pretty much like overbought as well. Polygon's up about 0.88%, 142 to 120. AVAX up about 4%, 59 to 50. Luna is up about 1% so far. This is lingering on because of the way we've surged up so far. You can see how fast we went up, right? And ever since then, we've been kind of gliding back down, consolidating. We clearly see a head and shoulder pattern. So sell-off should be imminent coming. Now look at the equity side of the house. You could see that Tesla is selling off back down when we were trying to get up to 1,100. We got canceled out at 97. So right now at the 81, people taking profit. Makes sense, right? We are very overbought at 71 out of 70. So you could see that every single time we kind of get around there, you get canceled out, right? Obviously, you had that one big surge up. Because of the multiple positive catalysts, right? Rotation, EV boom, stock split, Elon Musk was on a SNL debut, all that stuff. But is it sustainable? I think on a technical fundamental perspective, I think Tesla is trading at a relatively premium for current states. And I think the next catalyst that can make it or break it would be around earnings. So knowing the fact that we have kind of baked in for this much so far, and at the same time very overbought, I don't suggest buying. So right now I would just suggest being patient. If you hold right now, just hold. Don't do anything. I think that's the best policy, like the way I'm kind of performing right now. NEO, it's still maintaining that bullish momentum. Let's see where we're trading at with the 50 out of 70. So with respect to recent catalyst on Cathy Wood from ARK Invest buying into NEO, it's driving some buying pressure, and also with the rotation that's going on today. But I think NEO is gonna outperform well later down the road. Right now it's just kind of struggling because of Chinese stocks, and with respect to the international side of the tension that we're still seeing. It could get better over time, but it's more of a patient game for NEO. So I do see great things ahead of it for this stock going forward. And so Ethereum is kind of coming back down a little bit. Makes sense. But ultimately, I think it's important, to feel like, or not feel, to look at what the setup currently looks like. It's no point of feeling missing out, because if you identify the current setup on a technical, compare that with the fundamental perspective, you can understand that Ethereum right now in the short term is trading at a relatively high premium at 72 out of 70. But if you think about long term, right, Ethereum is going to be, obviously trading at much higher levels going forward. So it's no point of like kind of fighting yourself or being self-conflicted of like, oh God, I feel like I'm missing out. Because long term wise, you're going to get to a much higher level. Just a matter of time, right? But in the near term, I do think we need to cool back down because of how much we ran up so far. So we watch out. This week we're going to see some job numbers coming out, so that could triangulate some pressure from the Feds, and that could triangulate the interest hikes. And we have to watch the yield levels of going up or down. If it goes up, obviously it's going to triangulate to some sell-offs across the market. So we have to be careful about this, right? So it's a quick one. Let me know if you have questions. Take care. Bye.